Okay, let's go back in here real quick. We're back with part 2 of my Subnautica playthrough. Um, yeah, where did we leave off? We crafted a few things, got ourselves a scanner, went over the action bars, built ourselves some storage, put everything back here. So what do we need next? We want to build an O2 tank, so we need fiber mesh. And we want a compass, which is a wiring kit and copper wire. Okay. Tools, don't really need anything else at the moment. So let's see. We got our knife, we got our scanner. We need silver. Silver is what we need here. So, as I mentioned before, the scanner, you can take it and if we can find a node, let's see if we can find a node here. Well, you can scan just about everything, and it'll give you a little blurb in your database here about all the different stuff. But also, if you can use it on fish, I'll tell you a little bit about them. They're a bit of a pain to catch. Let's see now. I need to find an ore node.
Oxygen.
We're gonna run out of oxygen here, aren't we? But we can swim, thankfully, a little faster with our flippers now. And here we go. Here's the node. So if you check the node, the scanner, it will then tell you what you have a chance to get out of it. So, a chance of copper. So we need to make some fabric to make a tank. And for that, we need some of these weeds over here. I hope the levels are a little better on this one. I gave a listen through the last one. They seemed a bit quiet. This one I got a funny feeling they're going to be a bit on the loud side, but I'll adjust for the next one, I guess. Some quartz for glass, some creep vine.
New blueprint synthesized.
No, get away, sea monkey. No. These guys are actually friendly. They won't hurt you. But they like to steal from you at the beginning.
Oxygen.
Oh, shoot. Oh, are we gonna make it? Yeah, they love to steal your stuff, and they'll take it and swim away and drop it somewhere. I think later on in the game, if they're anything like Subnautica, the original, they actually bring you stuff. They turn into, like, helpers. So, you swim near them and they'll go and they'll find you, a piece of titanium or something. They don't generally bring anything that's super helpful. They won't bring you any blueprints or anything, but they will bring you little bits here and there to help you. So we want to build an air tank. For that we need some fiber mesh. So turn creep vines and fiber mesh. I'm actually going to convert all of them, I think, because I can make first aid kits with fiber mesh too. And they take up a lot of room, so I'd like to get rid of them. So we need 2 titanium. So I should say the creep vines take up a lot. When you turn them into mesh, they turn back into single square, whereas the creep vine are 4 by 4 squares. So we can build ourselves an oxygen tank. And this will be auto-equipped.
Adding additional blueprints to your databank.
Thank you.
The standard oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
Okay. VIP breathing. So now we've got a tank that adds 30 seconds on top of the time we had before. Or is it only 30 seconds? Let me check. Yeah, that's 30 seconds on top of what we had before. Then we can create some kits. And we've got a few new patterns we can look at. I'll make 3, I guess. Don't want to take up. Well, that's all we can make anyway. So we got a few new patterns. What do we pick up here? Picked up computer chips. I mean, we're really MacGyvering when you're using some coral, gold, and copper wire to make a computer chip. But we got a pipe, a floating pump, and that's it. So these floating pumps, you build them and you leave them on the surface, and then you can attach pipes to them. So in the beginning of the game, when you don't really have a whole lot of breathing from your O2 tanks, you can actually set up a pump over where you want and run pipe down, and you can get fresh oxygen down at the bottom. I personally haven't ever used them. I mean, I'm sure there's a use for them, but I just haven't really bothered. So what can we do here? We can turn these into things so we get a bit more room. Put those in there. Shouldn't need more than 2 right now, I don't think. So we'll turn these into some lubricant. There, that takes up considerably less room. Okay, so now what do we need to build? We can build a repair tool now, but we don't really need that. Until you get a vehicle, it's not really too necessary. Do any of this? We have to find some silver to make ore, or wires. Silver ore to make wires. Let's try that. So we're gonna go over to a different biome known as the great hail, the Twisted Bridges. I gotta remember where they are now, though. So far, after the start of the story, it's kind of been following what I remember of the original. Oh, that could be lead. Oh, that's not the lead one. My bad. And it sort of seems to be following along the original story, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh god, I'm under an iceberg. Not 100% sure. Anyway, let's go up here. Twisted Bridges. I don't really remember where the Twisted Bridges are. Now that it's dark. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, that's the flare. The flare took down everything. Oh, that threw me for a bit of a loop. They really went above and beyond with a lot of the bioluminescence to try and really encourage going out at night a bit. Which is a good thing. I like that. What's that over there? So now we can go start scanning bits that we find.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay. Then as you scan fragments, I'll show you. You probably saw it up in the top left there that you collect a certain number to unlock the pattern. So right now we've got 1 of 3 on the Sea Glide, and that's going to be a handy little tool for getting around a little quicker and really maximizing your time underwater. But it's so incredibly hard to see in some areas without light. Ah, okay. Here, actually, it's a good little thing that I was talking about. That little doohickey right there is what they originally had more in the shallows on the original Subnautica. And I got a repair kit, so I'll actually show you, our health kit. I'll show you what he does. He'll come out of there and he explodes. Chases you around and he just blows up like that.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
This is where you really need the sea glide. But yeah, they would just follow you around and just explode, and they had a bit of an overabundance in the original, where they swim through a cave system and it would just be non-stop being punted around by those things. I don't really remember. Okay, I'll peek down here. I don't think I can get too far down here right now because I don't have the sea glide. Now, they do provide you with these little oxygen plants, which are kind of nice. They let you go down a little deeper, explore a little more. But if you get twisted around in some of these cave systems, it can be a bit of a tricky situation to get out of. And they take a few minutes to actually come back and repopulate. So, there's some silver. There's a sea monkey. So these can have silver in them. That's good, we need silver. Now I think I'm a bit lost. Guns. You can generally outswim them. If you're quick enough, or if you get your sea glide out quick enough, and just go back to sea gliding. So I didn't find any more parts of the sea glide. I'm going to use one of these health kits just in case. Which is a bit of a shame. Some salt. A little more of this. Again, I will probably do a bit of farming offline. Just because no one really wants to watch me swim around for 20 minutes grabbing. Or kind of want to see the interesting stuff, right? Oh, there's a sea glide fragment. Now you can also scan items that you find around, certain items anyway, and they will give you patterns for stuff. Sorry, did I hit you there?
New blueprint synthesized.
Yeah, that's what I just said. So we got a bit of silver. We can go back and see what else we can craft here. I really would like to find the rest of the sea glide parts because that really maximizes your underwater time. It eats through batteries, but it really allows you to zip around and do a good bit of farming. I'm going to keep this one a little shorter too. Again, I'd like to go and check the levels, make sure everything's good. And I don't want to keep them too long. It takes quite a bit of time to upload them. So we did get silver. Now, I think what we want, what can we build here? We can build a repair tool, which we don't really need. We don't really need a light stick. Don't need anything here at the moment. Computer chip. I think we want a compass right now. I think a compass would be one of the better things to build. Because then you can really get your bearing on a lot of stuff. And if you by chance are looking things up online for help, it really lets you know, because a lot of people will talk in the bearing direction and stuff. So I need a copper for wire, and then we can make ourselves a compass. It should show up here. There it is. So now we need to go find the parts for the sea glide, I think. We will make ourselves... I'll take another health kit with us. We'll leave some of the more important stuff. I don't care if I lose we're on, there is a tool. Okay, a tool you get called the Scrapotron or Scrapomatic or something. And it's supposed to reduce items back down to their original properties or something. But I don't know if it works on food and water, because they just turn into food and water, I guess. So, I see monkey. How's it going? Okay, I think there's actually, yeah, we can go down there. Just get some air here. Go down there. Have a little peek-see. Oh, that doesn't go anywhere. That just goes. Ah, sea monkey nest. These are good. If you can find a sea monkey nest, you should always go check them out because they steal stuff. So they generally have items. You can see there's little items sitting inside the sea monkey nest. So he's got some sea glide fragments that we can go and scan. What's this? This is silver.
New blueprint synthesized.
Where's titanium? Because it didn't want to give me silver. Yeah, we got some oxygen here. Full tank should do. We can go down here and check it out. Another sea monkey nest. Cool. And a sea monkey egg. I'm gonna steal that. Laser cutter parts? No, we want sea glide parts. But I will take them, I guess. Is that all that's down here? Just that? Might as well scale the plant motor here. Never hurts, right? Exploration. No silver. Okay, we're gonna go back up now, because here she comes.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Now it does feel like there's a bit of a bug with Bitch and Betty because sometimes she just will not tell you there's 30 seconds left. And you'll be down under the water and all of a sudden she's like, oxygen. And you're like, oh, I got 9 seconds of oxygen left. I don't know where I'm going here, hold on. Yeah, not a very fun thing to do. I'm trying to go back this way because I'd like to find either more sea monkey nests or another sea glider scrap to try and help us on our way here. Oh, there's one of those little things there. Just keep swimming. Keep swimming. Make a left turn, you'll never find us. Another sea monkey nest. Come on, sea glider parts. Laser cutter. Well, I'm not gonna scoff at laser cutter parts because they're actually handy. A lot of silver here. Good. Like silver. Oh, we better find oxygen soon.
Warning.
There we go.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Now, I don't know if the sea monkeys will take stuff out of your inventory or if they just take what's in your hands. I've only ever really seen them take what's in your hands, but I could be wrong. They could potentially take from your inventory. Which is quite annoying because they just swim behind you, take it, you have no idea they took it, so. But I'm pretty sure it's just your hands though. What's that? That is, those are those, just crates that I already looked at. Now, this beacon, can I take that? I can, but I kind of want to leave it there just to know, because there's a whole lot of silver and stuff down those caves. And I'm positive there's more blueprints. Let's take a look down here, see what we got. And take a quick peek down here. with oxygen, I hope. Oh, that fish touched the glacial spike and got frozen. Oh, please tell me there's oxygen up here. Nope, no oxygen there. Gotta go this way. Yeah, these little spikes that come down are kind of cool, and if they touch things, they freeze them, which is really nifty. More eggs. Okay. Some oxygen. And I am going to put a cut in here, and we will return to this in just a moment. Thanks again. See you in the next one.